Hey everyone, this was one of my cleanest sorties ever in DCS and really highlights why flying Cold War is so much fun. You can't use AMRAMs to blow people away from far out. It's about getting up close and personal and having to really fight your way out of a situation to survive. Things escalated quite quickly, so I'm going to let the sortie play through, and then we will review Tacview at the end. If this is your first time here, this channel focuses on multiplayer sim gameplay, so if you're into that, please subscribe. 172, 4,000 meters, 2-ship Tiger 2.
Alright, I'm rolling again.
They're in front of me.
I'm coming. I'm rolling right now. Overlord Husky 7-1, where is Admin 1-1?
Got one.
Copy, I'm inbound.
Overlord, admin 1-1, bogey dope.
Admin 1-1, Overlord, Ross, 119, Fort, 2,200, drag east, Tiger 2.
How you doing?
Good.
Okay. Oh, 15 minutes, perfect.
There's a viggen here too.
I see a bunch of flares.
Yeah, it's me.
Is that you? Okay. Are you in a left-hand turn?
Right hand turn. Viggen behind me at F5 here.
Copy, I'm coming. I see the F5.
Yeah, Viggen's behind me somewhere.
Proton 1-2, Red,
That's you.
Ross, 244, 20.
Alright, I'm looking for the viggen.
Tiger 2.
Fuck the F5 up, he's on fire.
Yeah. Alright, good kill. I don't see the viggen.
Overlord, admin 1-1, bogey dope viggen.
Admin 1-1, Overlord, Ross, 218, 1, 2,200, drag south, Tiger
Overlord Husky 7-1, bug it up.
I got the F5. The viggen piece down. Okay, there's shit at 177.
Yeah, 2 ship, Tiger 2.
Yeah, I'm heading toward it.
900, Tiger 2.
Merge 186.
Okay. Right in front of us!
Yeah. I'm taking the back one.
Okay.
I don't have that many missiles left.
Box 2.
The first one, okay. You got him?
Hit.
I'm going for the front one.
Viggen just merged with me. I'm going for the Viggen. Check your 6. Viggen's coming around on you. Never had Viggen rip both of his wings.
I got him.
Good splash, good splash.
Now that the sortie's over, let's go into the attack view to find the things that we want to take away from this. Going into this merge, I was very slow in catching these guys with my eyes, and I didn't really use my radar, which was a mistake. But the one good thing that I did was I was very quick to dump my fuel bag, while these guys did the opposite. They're in a nice little formation here, and you'll see I dumped my fuel bag, and they are already turning without dumping fuel bags. They actually had 2 fuel bags each. I take the vertical because the MiG-21 is very good at it, and I know I'm fighting 2. I'm assuming they're on comms, so I need to knock one down quick. They may have had miscommunication because there's a cloud layer in between them. Because I took the vertical, I'm able to then use my altitude and get some speed, and I'm able to get my nose on target. And you'll see that the F5, one of the F5s just dropped their fuel bags. So the first one died without even dropping his fuel bags. This is the point where I go down into the clouds, and now it's all about trying to get visual contact on the second F5. This is where text lord bot or overlord bot is really useful to use, because then you can get vectored into the target. As I'm doing this, we will now have a viggen pop up into the fight. So a 2v1 is basically reestablished. Now the viggen here also does a very similar mistake as the F5, and is a little bit greedy and doesn't dump their stores. He had rockets in a fuel bag as well. He enters this merge very quickly, and you can see how much AOA he's pulling. 25, 26 AOA, and look at his airspeed just plummet. He uses all that speed to get his nose on target, and I'm able to flare it. Now, he never recovers from this. He's basically going to do the exact same thing, compressor stall, and he's going to crash himself into this canyon. I didn't know that at this point, so what I'm doing here is trying to balance these 2 targets at the same time. Now, one good thing I did do was use the radar to pick up this F5, because I picked him up with my radar before my eyes did. Unfortunately, my R3R missed. I manage my engine here to make sure that I don't overshoot, because we are scissoring, and I'm able to get a pretty clean cannon kill on him while still trying to look for the F5, because I was scissoring with him and looking back occasionally to make sure the viggen's not crawling up behind me. And you can see the viggen in the bottom left is about to crash. Tempest is able to rejoin the fight, and after hitting the F5, he drags him a little bit, and I'm able to finish him off here. Tempest does a really good job about rejoining this fight and picking me up and making sure that because he peeled off looking for the viggen, and we didn't know that he crashed. We rejoin up, and then we start heading out. And the amount of time that happens, or that passes between the first fight plus the viggen and the next pair is not that much, because you can already see the F5s in the top left of the screen. They're already heading straight for us, and again, they're in a formation. This time, I am joined with someone, so it's at least a fair fight from the get-go, minus I only have 1 missile. It is interesting watching this, because Tempest and I weren't really talking about too much what we were doing. We just said which F5 we were going to pick up. But it is interesting that even though we weren't talking, we basically did the exact same thing, which is we saw them merge and immediately went into the vertical, and we pretty much did the exact same thing. Tempest went a bit more vertical than I did, and essentially doing the same thing, trying to get nose on. F5s, greedy here, didn't drop their fuel bags. We are light, and we're able to get nose on. New viggen that comes in basically did the same thing as the viggen and killed himself. This time he just snapped his own wings. All in all, a really short and sweet sortie. The takeaways from this is making sure that you enter merges in an ideal state by dumping your field bags, lean into your plane's advantages by trying to edge things out over your opponents, and to really practice. There's a lot of muscle memory that goes into these Cold War planes, because if you don't know the limitations of what your plane can and can't do, you will end up doing things like ripping your own wings or departing by pulling too much AOA. It takes time at first because you'll be having to look at your gauges, but as you build the muscle memory, you can just fly and just go off of feeling. I hope you guys found this video interesting and helpful. If you did, please consider subscribing. Thank you, and see you again next week.
You